good afternoon. And welcome, well, it's afternoon here in the UK. I don't know where you are, but need them for reading. Good afternoon. I was going to discuss today on Demetri's World gender equality and inequality because Susan Thomas, you left a message on YouTube for me to have a chat about that. And I'm going to, the next episode. Now, the reason I've taken a delay is because I've been watching the series 1 and 2, Stranger Things, and I also saw Thor Ragnarok at the theatre last week. And I thought they represent, to me, good story writing and bad story writing, and the way things used to be and the way they are now. Not in everything, but in a lot of things. Stranger Things, good. It's fantastic. The story writing is out of this world. The scenes in it are long, drawn. Conversations take time to build up. There's emotion between the characters. You relate to them. And that's really important. And that's one thing. In a lot of things these days, that doesn't happen. Thor Ragnarok. I kind of enjoyed it and didn't. I enjoyed it at the time, sort of. And the action scenes are, as always, amazing. But the humour in it was just... It was funny, between the Hulk and Thor, funny a couple of times, but the whole film was like that. It's just one gag after another gag after another gag. And quite honestly, it bored me by the end. There was no... You couldn't relate to them. It was just... And flick, that kind of click photography, where it just goes from one thing to another, and there's just nothing. I didn't think it was that good. The more I kind of think about Thor Ragnarok, the more I think, it hasn't left an impression with me. Whereas Stranger Things has, I can't wait for season 3. The only thing I would say about Stranger Things is and if anybody watches this who's doing the writing or the filming or whatever, the directors, it's too dark. It's like one of the reasons, I don't know if any of you saw Alien Requiem. It wasn't that good, but one of the things that made it really bad was it was so dark, and you had to kind of, and wear these things to concentrate on the thing, because you can't see anything happening. And that's one of the things with Stranger Things that I feel needs to change. Story writing is brilliant. Did they need the sister thing of 11 in it? I suppose not, but I can also understand the writers will get stuck with just this little town and not going anywhere with it, so they're just adding another storyline. I can relate to that and see that. But it's very reminiscent of the 80s in... Takes time, it's like the old Doctor Who's, some of you are going to laugh, the old Doctor Who's, they would be 4, 6, 10 episodes long, and it took time for everything to evolve, and they treated not just kids but adults as though they were intelligent, especially kids, whereas Doctor Who now is just flash, bang, bang, sonic screwdrivers cures everything. I have one over there. So Stranger Things is genius, and it takes us back to things like the Goonies and the Thing and Aliens and all those meshed together, and you can relate to them, and you can relate to the characters, you can feel for them, and the love, the loss, the anger, which you can't do with things like Thor Ragnarok. Actually, Thor Ragnarok. I mean, I loved the first one, maybe the first 2, but no. Absolutely not. I've decided at the end of this, I don't like Thor Ragnarok. I don't. No. And always in these things, as I was saying with Star Trek before, they all look the same, the aliens. They all do the thing. They're all loads of them coming, and then there's... Which leads me to... I wasn't going to talk about Star Trek, but I'm going to. Again, Star Trek in Discovery. I don't really like it. You've heard me say this. And please don't jump on the bandwagon here, any of you. The gay thing, fantastic. About time they had gay people in Star Trek or whatever. But they're so fixating on the gay thing between the scientist and the doctor that it becomes abnormal because you're concentrating on it all the time rather than it's being a relationship. So Star Trek now is about the relationship between these two gay guys, which is fine, but it's just about that. And the lady, I can't remember, she trained on Vulcan, the human, I can't remember her name. It's pretty much that. And again, that's too dark. Okay, they're in space, lighting's meant to be low, but it's just the whole thing's dark. And do not go down there. And I'm being anti-gay because I am not. It's just the moment you start fixating on anything anything in life, it becomes abnormal. So just don't. There are two guys having a relationship. There's heterosexuals and gays. Fine, go with the flow. I hate this PC correctness, as you can see. I just want people to live together. Anyway, tuning out. Going to get ready to go and do some more storytelling. If you don't know that, I do Victorian ghost stories as well, live to the public, etc., etc. Corporate company. So if you ever need a spooky story, I am your man. Fly me out to Kuwait, I don't mind. See you. Also, this episode's a bit late because I've been, been a bit ill. So still am. Kidney infection, I think. I've got antibiotics, but I shall recover. Ta-ta.